The 80s were a decade of excess. Impossible hairstyles, neon colors, and a synthesizer explosion that changed radio forever. But while legends like Michael Jackson or Madonna stayed at the top, there were others who only had one bullet in the chamber. They fired a song that became the anthem of an entire year, made us dance in every disco, and suddenly, they disappeared. Today, we are going to remember those 13 hits that were so big they ended up devouring their own creators. Get ready to hum melodies you didn't know you remembered. Number 13, Tarzan Boy, Baltimora. That jungle cry over an Italo disco beat is unmistakable. Baltimora, a project led by Irishman Jimmy McShane, gave us this anthem in 1985. The song is simple, repetitive, and absurdly catchy, perfect for dancing with your hands in the air. The lyrics don't make much deep sense. It is an invitation to freedom and living like Tarzan in the urban jungle. It was a massive hit in Europe and the United States, playing in mouthwash commercials and movies for years. However, Baltimora could never replicate this success and faded as quickly as they appeared. The chorus is one of the most effective hooks of the decade. It is a song that makes you smile for its innocence and overflowing energy. But if we're talking about mystery and European elegance, France has a gem. Number 12, Voyage, Voyage, Desireless. That atmospheric introduction and Desireless's androgynous image, with her spiky hair, defined French pop of the 80s. Voyage, Voyage is an invitation to travel, to get lost in the world, sung with a sophisticated melancholy that made it a triumph even in countries that didn't speak French. The song has a rich production, full of synthesizers that sound like clouds and wind. It was a #1 hit in almost all of Europe and Asia. Desireless, whose real name is Claudie Fritsch-Mentrop, decided to step away from massive fame shortly after to seek a quieter life, leaving this classic as her eternal legacy. The chorus is hypnotic, rising like a plane taking off. It is a song that makes you dream of distant destinations and airport romances. But for stadium celebrations, Austria gave us the definitive anthem. Number 11, Live is Life, Opus. Na 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 na, 5 syllables that the whole world knows. Opus, an Austrian band, recorded this song live during a concert in Oberwart, and that raw energy of the participating audience is what made it magical. It isn't a perfect studio recording. It is the sound of thousands of people united by music. The song simply speaks about living his life and giving the best of oneself. It became the unofficial anthem of football stadiums, thanks to Diego Maradona warming up to it, and of any party that needed to lift spirits. Opus continued playing, but for the world, they will always be the band of this single giant hit. The ending, where the band lets the audience sing alone, is moving. It reminds us that music is, above all, communion. But let's go back to the tropical rhythm and the determined step of a man who doesn't give up. Number 10, Break My Stride, Matthew Wilder. That reggae pop rhythm and Matthew Wilder's high-pitched voice are impossible to ignore. The song tells the story of a man who keeps going, even though his girl left him, an ode to resilience with a smile on his face. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride, nobody gonna slow me down. Matthew Wilder was a talented musician who struggled for years to get a contract. When he finally achieved it with this song, it was a worldwide hit. However, his career as a solo singer stalled there. He reinvented himself as a successful producer. He worked with No Doubt and on the movie Mulan. But his voice will always be linked to this ceaseless trot. The synthesizer, mimicking tropical horns, gives it an air of permanent vacation. It is the perfect song for going for a run or starting the day with energy. And speaking of energy and futuristic cities, let's go to Funky Town. Number 9. Funky Town, Lips Inc. That synthesizer riff and the robotic voice asking to be taken to Funky Town marked the change of the decade. It was the last great hit of disco music and the first of synth-pop. The song captures the anxiety of wanting to escape a boring city to go to a place where the music never stops. Lips Inc. was a studio project from Minneapolis, not a traditional band. The singer, Cynthia Johnson, recorded the vocals and created an instant classic that played in every disco on the planet. Although they tried to continue with other tracks, the shadow of Funky Town was too big and bright. The futuristic sound effects and the steady rhythm make it a sonic museum piece of 1980. It is the definition of a one-hit wonder, a song that is bigger than the artist. But for romantic ballads and sunglasses, F.R. David had the right words. Number 8. Words, F.R. David. Words don't come easy. That opening phrase, sung with a high and soft voice, resonated with all the shy people of the world. F.R. David, a French singer of Tunisian origin, created this synth-pop ballad that is pure sweetness. His image, always with dark sunglasses and his white guitar, is iconic of the era. The song sold 8 million copies. It is a simple apology to a girlfriend for not knowing how to express himself. The melody is so catchy that it sticks with you even if you don't want it to. F.R. David had a long career in Europe, but for the rest of the world, he is the man of words. The soft electronic rhythm in the background contrasts with the warmth of his voice. It is a song that makes you feel nostalgia for a summer love. But now, let's sweat and dance like there's no tomorrow. Number 7. Maniac, Michael Sembello. This is the sound of physical effort. Originally, the song was about a serial killer, but Michael Sembello changed the lyrics to fit the movie Flashdance, turning it into an anthem about a girl obsessed with dancing. The fast pace and frenetic guitar force you to move. Sembello was a highly respected session guitarist. He played with Stevie Wonder, but this hit catapulted him to pop stardom instantly. The guitar solo in the middle is spectacular, recalling his rock roots. It was an undisputed number 1 that defined the aesthetic of 80s gyms. The abrupt ending leaves you with your heart racing a mile a minute. It is pure 80s adrenaline. And speaking of cheerleaders and choreography, Toni Basil brought us the most famous video of the decade. Number 6. Mickey, Toni Basil. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. That cheerleader chant is an energy bomb. Toni Basil wasn't a novice singer. She was a legendary choreographer and dancer who was almost 40 when she recorded this, although in the video she looked like a teenager. The song is a cover of a track by the band Racy. but she changed the gender and injected it with steroids. The music video is one of the first to go viral before the internet existed, thanks to her perfect choreography. Toni Basil proved that pop could be visual and fun. Although she had no more hits as a singer, she continued choreographing for the biggest stars, from David Bowie to Tina Turner. The rhythm of drums and hand claps is irresistible. It is a song that makes you feel young again. But if we're talking about balloons and hidden political messages, Germany has the floor. Number 5. 99 Luftballons. Nena. An anti-war protest song disguised as catchy pop-punk. The German band Nena told us the story of 99 red balloons floating towards the horizon and being mistaken by military radars for an enemy attack, unleashing a nuclear war. It is a fierce critique of Cold War paranoia. The incredible thing is that the German version was the one that triumphed in the United States, something very rare. The singer Gabriele Nena Kerner had a voice full of attitude and urgency. Although they recorded an English version, the original has a force that cannot be translated. It was a global hit that made us dance on the apocalypse. The slow and melancholic ending, where she finds one last balloon in a destroyed world, is chilling. It is a masterpiece of a single hit. But for safe dances and strange hats, Canada sent us a message. Number 4. The Safety Dance. Men Without Hats. That medieval synthesizer and the video with dwarfs and folk dances are unforgettable. Ivan Doroschuk wrote this song after being kicked out of a club for pogo dancing, which was considered dangerous. It is an anthem to freedom of expression and dancing however you want, without caring what people say. The Canadian band created a unique sound that mixed folk with electronica. We can dance if we want to. That phrase became a motto for Misfits. Although they had another minor hit, Pop Goes the World, the Safety Dance is their eternal monument. The sound is cheerful and martial at the same time. It invites you to march and jump around the room. But if we talk about paranoia and feeling watched, Rockwell was right. Number 3. Somebody's Watching Me. Rockwell. That dark keyboard and the lyrics about the paranoia of being spied on in your own home captured the technological fear of 1984. But the real hook of the song is the chorus, sung by none other than Michael Jackson, who was a childhood friend of Rockwell, son of the owner of Motown. Having the king of pop on backing vocals guaranteed success, but it also condemned Rockwell to always be the guy who sang with Michael. The song is a brilliant and claustrophobic electronic funk. Rockwell could never step out of the shadow of this giant hit and his luxury guest. The sound of rain and horror effects give it a scary movie atmosphere. It is a Halloween classic and a staple of 80s parties. But for romantic promises and British elegance, the next spot is unsurpassed. Number 2. The Promise. When in Rome. That opening piano is pure class. When in Rome, a British trio created one of the most sophisticated and atmospheric songs of the late decade. The deep voice of the singer promising to be there if you need a friend is comforting and mysterious at the same time. It is a dark but hopeful song. It was a surprise hit in the United States, climbing the charts slowly thanks to nightclubs. The band split up shortly after due to internal tensions, leaving this gem as their only testament. Nowadays, the song has had a revival thanks to its use in movies like Napoleon Dynamite. The steady rhythm and synthesizers create a nocturnal trance. It is the perfect song for driving at night through an empty city. And we arrive at number 1, the song that defined the music video and the falsetto. Number 1, Take On Me, Aha. That keyboard riff is, possibly, the most famous of the entire decade. Aha. 3 very handsome Norwegian guys conquered the world with this song and, above all, with their revolutionary pencil sketch video. But beyond the video, the song is a masterpiece of perfect pop. Morten Harket, the vocalist, hits a note so high at the end that it defies human logic. Although Aha had a long and successful career in Europe, in the United States they were always considered a giant, one-hit wonder. The energy, melody, and emotion of Take On Me are unsurpassed. The fast pace fills you with optimism. It is the song that summarizes everything good about the 80s: innovation, melody, and limitless fun. Thanks for joining me on this journey of unique hits.